Hi, everyone. It's Angela with Create Your Future. I am a law of assumption coach. And today I want to talk a little bit about the science of manifesting and more specifically about what is going on in our brain, kind of what is happening as we manifest. So I'm real excited to talk about this because I love to find new information and it kind of helps me just feel like there's a little bit of something concrete to kind of grab onto, and it helps increase my faith the more that I study and read things about the science behind this. So I'm real excited to talk about this today. Before we start, remember we are having a contest and we're going to give away some free coaching. So you can look in our description box below and that will tell you how to sign up if you're interested in being a part of that contest. And also we now have a mailing list. So if you'd like to sign up for the mailing list, you'll know about any new courses that a coach might have or sales or offers, anything at all with Create Your Future. And you can look in the description box as well on how to get signed up for the mailing list. Also, I'm available for one-on-one coaching. If you'd like to work with me, you can check that out in our description box too. Okay, let's get into our topic right now, talking a little bit about our brain and what is going on when we manifest. So I want to start and just remind you about how we create our beliefs and our assumptions. It is the repetition of a thought that we focus upon. And through repetition of something, what we're actually doing is we are creating a neural pathway in our brain. The more that we repeat something over and over, we are forming a new neural pathway. They say what fires together, so you think of the dendrites, what fires together is going to wire together. And a good way of explaining that is just think about learning anything new and how you do that process in learning something new, a new skill. Because when you first begin to learn something new, like even think of just tying your shoes or riding your bike or driving your car or playing the piano, something like that. It takes repetition over and over of that process until we really become just proficient at it. So when you begin to learn a new skill, you practice it very slowly and with effort and with focus until finally it kicks in. That new skill is really established. You've created a pathway in your brain about how to carry that process out. And now your subconscious just picks up and carries you through that process with almost no effort. So, a great example, and we talk about this a lot, is driving a car. At first, you're very deliberate about the steps and pushing in on the clutch and shifting and then putting your gas on and all those little steps. It's very deliberate and very slow. But after you've been driving for some time, you just get in your car. You don't really have to think about a whole lot. In fact, you can think about other things, what you're going to be doing when you get to your destination, what you're going to do when you get to work, when you arrive. And you just kind of, your body just takes over, your subconscious just takes over and drives the car for you. So that is how you impress the subconscious. You repeat a thought over and over and over. You are establishing a new neural pathway, and that is what is happening as you impress your subconscious. You're establishing a new neural pathway. You're impressing that into your thinking, and then your subconscious just takes over and it's there. You really don't have to put a lot of effort into it. So now let's kind of apply that to our manifesting and what we are doing specifically when we're talking about a person in our life, a specific person. And remember, though, this applies to everything in manifesting. Whatever you might want to be focusing on. Um, we usually when we're wanting to manifest a specific person, we usually have got some kind of old story in there that is unfavorable. That's why we're manifesting them, because we want to get them back into our life or have that relationship come back. So that old story is impressed. It We have repeated it, we've experienced it. It has been in our programming for so long that there's a neural pathway there. It is impressed on our subconscious, and that is playing on repeat. We're experiencing it over and over and over. So when we want to have a different outcome in our relationship, a different experience, we have to put a new story in place. So we create um, favorable affirmations and intentions about our specific person. We create intentions about who we are in the relationship, um, whatever that might be. I am loved, I'm wanted, I'm chosen, I'm the one that's prioritized, I'm the person that they want to be with. We create a favorable story about who our person is. Our person is, they're such a good partner. They are a loving, committed, kind person. They are so committed to me. And then we create a story about the relationship. The relationship is wonderful. It's everything that I need it to be. It's so fulfilling. It brings such joy and such peace and such happiness to my life. So we create all of this story that we want now instead of the old story. So through that repetition, we implant that new story. And at first, it takes some focus, because the old story wants to come up and say, wait a minute, you're never chosen. That person, they're not committed. They've picked somebody else. Relationships don't work for you. You have all of this old programming, and you don't have to um, get rid of that old programming. You have to focus instead on the new programming, the new story. So you consistently redirect your thinking to that new story. And by the way, when you take your attention off of the old story and you don't focus on it, that neural pathway that existed just kind of fizzles and it just goes away. It dies on its own because it's not getting the attention. It's not being fed. It's not being watered. It's not being nurtured. So it just dies away. So that old story, when you take your eyes off of it and you don't give it attention, it's going to go away on its own. And then you redirect your thinking to the new story, the new outcome, the new thing that you want to experience. And you repeat it over and over and you impress that. And as it becomes impressed on your subconscious, you begin to feel the experience is real. You begin to feel comfortable with it. This now feels like your normal experience. You've hardwired this into your thinking. And there's a part of the brain that's called the reticular activating system. And this is the part in your brain, it's like at the back of your brain, that it filters everything out because we have so much coming at us. So it filters out so much of what is coming towards us in this reality, what our brain is having, what the brain is being subjected to, and it filters out the most important things, the things that are dominant, and then it looks for those experiences in our 3D to connect us with those experiences in our reality, in our 3D experience. So just think about having those little lists of things that you have no resistance to, like finding money and your cup of coffee and getting a text from an old friend. There's no resistance. So when you know, put that into your thinking, oh, I'd love to hear from so and so. You put that into your brain, you don't have any resistance. That goes right in, it soaks right into your subconscious. And your reticular activating system now finds that experience for you and brings it in so that you can have that show up for you in your reality. Think about, if you're looking at cars and you see a make of car at the car lot that you've never been aware of before, and you see this car and you look at it and spend a little time, kind of examining that. Well, you're probably going to find when you go about your day and, days thereafter, you see that car all the time now because you've had it come into your awareness. You've seen it, and now your reticular activating system is bringing all of that. It's making you aware of that car everywhere. You see it all the time. This is what's happening when we are manifesting our specific person. Literally, we are putting that new story in, we're impressing the subconscious, we're feeling that it's done, we're feeling confident, we've surrendered to that feeling that this is my reality, it's happening. Your reticular activating system now is going to show you that. It's going to prove to you that your belief is real. It wants to support that. It wants to support you and bring the experience to you. So your brain is now, it's looking for that experience. It's wanting to reflect that to you from the world. And it all starts with the thinking, the repetition, the impression, and then it comes into your reality. It's mirrored back in your experience. It's fascinating when you dive into that and kind of really begin to examine this process and see what's happening. And for me, the understanding a little bit of the function and the brain and how that's working, it makes all of this just um, not that it's more believable, but it really kind of gives me something concrete to hold on to. So I hope that that maybe helps you accept some of this easier, helps you focus on this, helps you believe that this is real. It's all part of our process. It's what we were designed to do. Your mind is designed to bring you the experiences that you focus on and begin to feel is real. Your brain is going to filter out things and zero in on what's important, and it's going to bring that into you. And so you decide what is important by your focus and by your repetition and by what you choose to really zero in on. You have control of that. And I like to just, remind you always that in conjunction with focusing on a new story and, favorable outcomes for your specific person or whatever you're manifesting, mingle in with that the reason this is happening is because I'm the God of my reality. I am the creator. I am the only one controlling these thoughts. I am creating this subconscious program. I am the one that is impressing my subconscious. It is my brain that is going out and finding these experiences to support this belief. Remind yourself of who you are. You are the only operant power. You're the creator, the only creator in your world. It's all happening within you, and it's all coming back to support you because this whole journey is about you. It is about you ascending to your higher level of thinking and being everything that you want to be in this world. So I intend that this has been really helpful and just moved you along to that next level in manifesting and increased your faith. And at the bottom line, it's so that you get results. That's what we want, that you're able to apply this and get results and get the things that you want in this world, to have those things show up for you because you're worth it and you deserve it. I appreciate everybody for watching, and I appreciate your comments and feedback. It means a lot to me. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.